Okay, so welcome back everybody. Welcome back to Second Life. Yeah, as you can see, my avatar is still loading. Again, this will take a few seconds to a few minutes. So I guess we're going to wait. And while we're waiting, you know what guys, what would be really wonderful is having some coffee. So anyone out there would want to buy me some coffee, it would be really appreciated. If you wish to do so, the links are in the video right there. Okay, there you go. My avatar is now on screen. Okay, let's start casting. My avatar is still here in the Notorious Kingdom of Tiny Empires Fishing POF Club Gaming, and this is the third buoy. So if you are lucky, yeah, you'll get to earn maybe a total of 80 to 100 Linden dollars going through all the four buoys. Again, this is my third buoy. And after the fourth buoy, I'll see if I can still do Pico Versum. If you're wondering what the game is Second Life. It's more like a virtual world than a game. It's more like a platform for um, doing all kinds of things that the community guidelines allow. Of course, if it's not allowed, then why would you even want to do it? It wouldn't make sense. And again, I'm still here in the Notorious Kingdom Tiny Empires Fishing POF Club Gaming, fishing for Linden Dollars using virtual fishing. So if you are worried, other fishing games, even Celestial Butterfly, they do track your avatar using your IP addresses or IP address. They track your avatars. So if you are worried about privacy and you don't want anyone tracking your avatars using your IP address, if you have more than one avatar, then but you still want to earn Linden dollars for free, your choice is virtual fishing. Again, there is absolutely nothing wrong in being worried about your online privacy, especially in Second Life, because a lot of users do have multiple avatars that they use in different situations. Some people would just claim that those who have other accounts or other avatars are simply botting. That is absolutely not true. And if someone is saying they only have one account in Second Life, I wouldn't believe them outright. Maybe they're saying the truth, but there is a strong or big probability that they're not. I'm just saying. Also, guys, having an alt is not always a bad thing, or having other avatars is not always a bad thing. There are a lot of reasons why a lot of users have other avatars. Because there are times when you just want to, explore the world without getting bothered by anyone else, even if they are your friends or families or acquaintances. Or maybe you want to join a roleplay region and you want to roleplay as a different personality, then isn't it better to have a different avatar just for that? And there are so many roleplay or RP regions here in Second Life. Sometimes your main avatar wouldn't fit, especially if they know that you're not like this and you're actually this and this. So it can mess up with your RP. It's like your RP is like not natural. It could look that way. I had an account that I created back in 2005, but because I couldn't understand what Second Life was back then, I forgot about it. And then when I eventually got interested in Second Life again because it was a lot better, it was already 2007, so it was 2 years after, and Second Life was a lot better than what it was in 2005. I wanted to log into that account and couldn't remember the details. Again, you're not seeing a lot of avatars because I'm facing away from the other avatars. Facing away from the other avatars make the viewer less laggy. Uh, but you can see that there are still a lot of avatars here. Look at that. The number is at 111. In fact, there are more avatars now than what it was a couple of hours ago. 111 avatars, and they're all here fishing. My guess this region can hold 120 avatars. I'm not sure if that is the maximum number of avatars a region can host or handle. So if you're planning on making an MMO, it's not gonna be an MMO because it won't be massive. Again, if you have 10 to 20 avatars in one location, the viewer starts to lag. And imagine all those avatars having high complexities. Right now, the ones who are enforcing limits to an avatar complexity and number of scripts are the landowners. There are places where you'll be warned for having so many scripts running, or if you have a very complex or a high complexity avatar, you will be warned, and then if you didn't fix the problem, maybe after a few minutes you'll get ejected from the place. There are locations like that. They're not trying to be mean, they just want the experience of avatars on their land to be, I guess, better or good, because lagging is not a good experience. And there are devices that checks your scripts, your complexity, and warns you about it, and then they would give you a certain amount of time to fix your whatever it is that they want you to fix. And if you couldn't fix the problem in the allotted time, you'll get ejected. You won't get banned, you'll just be ejected. You'll just get ejected. And then maybe you can fix, lower your attachments, lower your script use, make your avatar less complex, and then maybe you could come back and enjoy the place. Oh, by the way, the timer is running. It's right there. I was able to make the timer run. So if you are one of those who are wondering what the actual experience is when you are virtual fishing, this is it. This is the actual experience when you are virtual fishing. You basically just stand and do nothing. Well, you do something. You click on the cast button after every minute to recast your fishing rod. But yeah, this is what you will experience when you're fishing with virtual fishing or with Ani or with any other games or with any other fishing games. There you go. I had to correct myself. Just remember, guys, that all these games are traffic generating games. They were made to generate traffic for the landowner. And in exchange for your land traffic, you are paid with Linden Dollars. So the landowners are getting something from it. They are getting land traffic, and an avatar gives one land traffic per minute after the first 5 minutes. So if you get into if you arrived at a place, the land traffic counter starts once you stayed for at least 5 minutes. Then every minute after the first 5 minutes, it would count as one land traffic. I believe that is how land traffic is calculated in Second Life, and land traffic only matters if you're using the I'm not quite sure about this, but if you're only using the third-party viewers, I'm not sure if the Second Life viewers still show search results using land traffic. I haven't used the official Second Life viewer for a very long time now, so I wouldn't really know. But here in Firestorm, if you're using the Firestorm viewer, the search search using land traffic still exists. It's still there. And guess what? There's still like a lot of avatars that use the classic Second Life search that is based on traffic. And what is one good way of getting people to come to your land? Give them Linden Dollars. So back in the day, there were camping items or camping pads or dance pads where avatar where an avatar could, sit on the camping pad and then they get paid based on the amount they stayed on the camping pad. Okay, so just checking chat if there are any activities. Nope, no activities in chat. Checking kick. Whoa, whoa, look at that. Oh, wait. It's basically just spam. Yeah. I got some activity in kick chat, but they're basically just spam. Okay, so there is someone I believe someone is riding a horse somewhere near my avatar because I keep hearing something that sounded like a horse galloping or running. Unfortunately, I don't know where the sound is coming from. Okay, look at that. We're down to the last 30 minutes. It's almost, we're almost at the 30-minute mark. And my avatar has made 12 Linden dollars. Again, you're not going to get rich, but what you could do is with the money is, or what fishing games like this will let you do is have a little bit of Linden dollars to buy a few things that could probably enhance your avatar and make your avatar look a lot more better. Or you can use the Linden dollars to upload your creation. Maybe you don't want to spend money buying Linden dollars, and maybe you have this very amazing, you know, uh, object that you created, and you want to upload the model in Second Life. Yeah, you can use the Linden dollars from the Linden dollars you got from fishing games to upload your creations and maybe sell them, put them in the marketplace. But then again, if you want to sell anything in the marketplace, you'll need payment info on file or payment on file. And you can have a payment info on file without actually spending any money. You just add it in your account. So if you log into your Second Life account, you can navigate to where the payment information is, and you can add your payment information. You don't need to spend anything. You don't need to buy Linden dollars. You don't need to go premium. You can just add your payment info. Maybe add your PayPal account. So PayPal, Second Life will verify your PayPal account, and you'll get payment info on file or payment on file. It's pretty easy. But cashing out is different. Maybe you have like, you were able to earn like 100,000 Linden dollars and you want to cash it out. You can exchange it back to US dollars and then you can cash it out. But there will be verifications. Pay will the payment processor used by Linden Lab. Tilia will ask you for additional documents if necessary. Maybe a government ID, something like that. I had to go to I had to go through the process twice because before Tilia Pay, Linden Lab was the one processing the payment, and I had to go through the verification with Linden Lab. And then when they introduced Tilia Pay as their payment processor, I had to go through verification with Tilia Pay again. And the verification with Tilia Pay was a lot longer because Pay wouldn't accept my government IDs. They were basically asking for only three things: a passport, driver's license, and a national ID. But the problem is, I do have a national ID, but the government hasn't sent it yet. I was trying to use my voter's ID, but Pay wouldn't accept it. So I had to go through a very long process of verification, like submitting my birth certificate and submitting my address, a proof of billing, something like that. And I think I also submitted my marriage certificate just because I don't have my national ID. Even even until now, I still don't have my national. It's in the website. My wife got her national ID. The thing is, I had to create an account in the website, the government website, and then after creating an account, then I could request for the ID. That was a step or a process that didn't exist when I went to get my national ID. Back then, when I went through the process, taking the picture, signing the documents, things like that, they told me that once they are done, or once the ID is available, they would just send the ID to my address. And then years later, they I put up a website. Now you have to create an account on that website, and then you have to enter the same information that you entered during uh during the time you applied for the ID years ago. And then once the information match, you'll have to take a self photo. Oh my goodness, it's almost like applying for the ID again. It felt like the government doesn't really want to give out the national IDs to anyone. So right now, the only national ID that I have is the voter's ID, but I guess it's now treated as a lesser form of ID, which I don't understand. It's a voter's ID. You can't vote without it. That is why I'm surprised that in a country like the United States, they don't have voter's ID. So anyone can just go and vote, even if they're not citizens of the United States. That is so insane. So insane that they are allowing people who are not even citizens of their country to vote in their elections. And here's the thing, we have voters ID here in our country, and still there are election frauds and cheating. Imagine that in a country with no voters ID. How rampant is the cheating and fraud? I think it would be like twice or even more. Okay, so it seems that it says here, it seems you have caught all the fishes here, which means I've exhausted all my casts for this buoy. Um, that means I have to go and go to the last buoy. The last buoy is this one. The last buoy is at the center. Look at that. It's right there. And on that buoy, I made 18 Linden Dollars. Okay, so I'm now at the last buoy, the fourth buoy here in the Notorious Kingdom Tiny Empires Fishing POF Club Gaming in Second Life. And this buoy is running an X3 multiplier event. It's an X3. So after this, I'll be, if I still have time, I will start another stream and then do Pico Versum, tame some unicorns. So the surrounding area may look empty, but the reason for that is because I lowered my draw distance from 128 meters to 32 meters. That means less objects to load and rest, which means less lag. I'm pretty sure there is a building over there because I see a lot of names floating. There could be a club over there. But on my viewer, it shows nothing. It shows an empty field. So enable progressive draw distance stepping. 30. I don't know what 30 means. Is that 30 seconds? Ah, look at that. It says there, time over. Okay, so time is over. Hope you guys enjoy the stream, and that's it for this one. Again, if you guys um would like to buy me some coffee, well, links are in the video right here. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Yeah, I'll be continuing with this one, and then maybe later might do I might tame some unicorns with pickle soon. Okay, bye bye for now.